Hey loves, welcome to Inner Love Messages. My name's Sarah. If you're new here, I want to extend a warm welcome to you, and if you're already subscribed, welcome back. For today's reading, I've got a no-contact message from your person. This is especially for you if you haven't been speaking with them lately, or if there's been some emotional or physical distance between you. Maybe communication has slowed down or the connection has felt a little off. If you've been searching for some clarity, wanting to understand how they're feeling, how they see you, and what this connection means to them, this message is for you. I'm also going to tune into their current emotional and mental space and pull some cards to get a glimpse into what their heart most wants you to know right now. Let's take a deeper look into the energy coming through. When I hear the message, "What did you do to me?" There's this mix of confusion and playful sarcasm in the tone. But underneath that lighthearted surface, there's something deeper going on. Your person is going through some major internal changes. Something is shifting within them, and whether they fully realize it or not, it's tied to you. It's like you've stirred something in them they can't quite explain, and now they're searching for answers, wondering how this connection could be playing a part in what they're feeling. The truth is, there's more happening than what they're showing on the surface. They might be acting like everything's fine, like they've got things under control, but inside, there's a lot they're trying to process. These emotional and energetic shifts run deep, and they may not even have the words to describe what they're going through. It's like an internal awakening, one that's bringing up things they've never had to face before, and they're starting to connect the dots back to you. At the same time, there's a lightness to what they're feeling. Yes, they're confused, but they're also curious. This connection has sparked something inside them, something that's both overwhelming and intriguing. They might not understand it fully, but they're definitely drawn to it, and it's that mix of being unsure but fascinated that often shows up when someone is going through a spiritual or energetic awakening, especially when it's triggered by a deep soul bond like the one you share. I also get the strong sense that you, Divine Feminine, have been doing a lot of spiritual work lately. Whether you've been meditating, manifesting, healing, or simply focusing on raising your vibration, it's working, and it's not just affecting your own life. The energy you've been cultivating is radiating out into the world, and your person is absolutely feeling it. Even if they don't consciously know what you're doing, they're picking up on it. It's like you've shifted into a higher frequency, and the ripple effect is reaching them in ways they can't quite understand. What's really interesting is that your person doesn't need to know the details of your practices to be affected. They're responding to the energy you're putting out, even if they don't have the words to explain what's happening. There's a powerful, energetic bond between you two, and it's working beneath the surface. They're sensing that something's different, something's changing, and while they might not know exactly what it is, they feel that it has everything to do with you. It's as if they're sitting back, watching their own emotions shift, asking themselves, "What's going on with me? Why am I feeling this way?" They may not realize it's your energy reaching them, but they can't ignore the impact. Their world is subtly transforming, and your presence, your growth, is a big part of that shift. So, even though you might not see it directly, you're creating waves of transformation, not just in your own journey, but in theirs too. Your inner healing, your strength, your rising energy. It's all touching them in ways you probably don't even know. You're helping lift their vibration just by being who you are, and whether they can explain it or not, they feel it. These changes are real, and they're being swept up in the energy of it all, trying to make sense of what's happening and realizing deep down that it all circles back to you. Let's take a deeper look at this message because it carries a powerful energy, like it's guiding us towards something meaningful and transformative. The mention of eye contact really stands out. It feels like it goes beyond just looking at someone. It's like a silent force, something spiritual, maybe even cosmic, connecting two souls in a way that words can't fully explain. There's a deep energy here, a pull between you and your person that's hard to ignore. We saw the beginnings of it before, but now it's coming into focus more clearly. Your person is going through something profound. It's like a shift is happening within them on a deeper level, energetic, emotional, even spiritual. They may not fully understand it yet or know how to explain it, but they can feel it. And at the heart of it all is the connection you share. There's a moment they keep thinking back to, maybe a time when the two of you locked eyes. It might have been brief, maybe even in silence, but it meant everything. That glance wasn't ordinary. It was like a whole conversation passed between you without a single word. In that moment, something clicked. There was a sense of being seen, truly seen, in a way that very few ever experience. It's the kind of connection that speaks directly to the soul. Now, they're starting to see this bond for what it really is. Not just emotional or physical, but something much more profound. It's waking something up in them, making them realize this isn't just a casual experience. It's something that could shape them, even change the course of their life. Even if you're not in contact right now, the energy between you is still alive. It's still moving, still affecting both of you in ways you might not even fully realize. And whether or not they'll admit it, this pull, they're feeling it more and more. Before we dive into the rest of the video, I just want to say, if you found any value in this reading and would like to show your appreciation, I'd be truly grateful for a super thanks in your name. It means a lot and helps me continue doing this work from the heart. Now, something interesting is happening on their end. As all of this unfolds, there's this playful, almost amused energy coming from them. It's like they knew, somewhere deep down, that this moment would eventually come. From the very beginning, there was this quiet knowing, like the universe had already written this story, and now it's all starting to make sense. They might even be smiling to themselves, realizing how perfectly the pieces are fitting together. This connection isn't random, it's intricate, it's purposeful. That moment of eye contact keeps coming back to them for a reason. It wasn't just a look, it was a transfer of energy, a recognition. In that instant, they felt seen in a way they weren't prepared for. It was beautiful, but also intense. Your eyes told them things about themselves they hadn't even discovered yet, and that realization, it shook them. It might have overwhelmed them so much that they pulled back or ran for a bit. That kind of depth can be scary when you're not ready, but now, with time and reflection, they're starting to see it differently. That moment wasn't just special, it was pivotal. It marked the beginning of something new, something real. And what's wild is, even though not much may have been said, everything important was felt. The energy spoke louder than words ever could. As their journey continues, this memory lingers. It echoes in their thoughts and in their heart. They keep going back to that moment when your eyes met, because in that moment they felt something stir. It was like you held a key to a part of them that was still hidden, something they didn't even know they were searching for. That feeling hasn't left them. It's still unfolding, still revealing itself bit by bit, and whether they fully understand it or not, something spiritual is definitely happening. A kind of awakening, a shift in how they see themselves, how they view the world, and how they see you. It's changing them, opening them. Even if you can't see it on the outside, it's like you're working together behind the scenes. Your energy's moving in harmony. There's a quiet dance happening between your souls, one that's powerful and transformative, whether words are spoken or not. There's something both subtle and incredibly powerful happening between you and this person. You might not always notice the shifts as they occur, but rest assured, your connection is creating a ripple effect beneath the surface, one that's changing both of you in ways you may not fully grasp just yet. This energetic alignment is working its way through your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, gradually revealing its impact with time. Something important is starting to unfold, maybe even already has. A decision is approaching, one that holds real weight. As this person looks back on everything that's happened, there's a moment of quiet laughter. It might be from the irony of it all, or maybe from the deep recognition of how far they've come and what's been revealed along the way. It's like they're finally seeing the truth that's been slowly coming into view. There have been moments of uncertainty, discomfort, and even a sense of loss, but it's not the kind of loss that feels empty or regretful. Instead, it feels like shedding something old to make space for something far more meaningful. Growth often asks us to let go of things, and even though that can be hard, they understand it now. Deep down, there's this quiet sense of knowing that everything happening is part of a bigger picture, one that started the moment your paths first crossed. That powerful first connection set everything into motion, long before either of you could make sense of it. Looking back, it almost feels like a choice was made right from the beginning, even before you both truly understood what it meant. In that first spark of recognition, when something clicked, there was a decision, conscious or not, that began shaping the journey ahead. Back then, maybe the challenges weren't visible yet, or they were hidden behind the thrill of something new. Maybe they had a sense that things could get complicated, but they were caught up in the magic of the moment. And now, as things start to become clearer, they realize that this path was chosen long ago. What started as something innocent, filled with curiosity and wonder, has deepened into something far more meaningful, something neither of you could have expected at the start. And somehow, despite everything, it feels like it was always meant to be this way. From the very beginning, your person felt it. They made a decision about you, not based on logic or knowing all the details, but from a deep, intuitive place inside them. Even without knowing how everything would unfold, there was something undeniable pulling them toward you. It felt destined, like your energies recognized each other on a soul level. It wasn't about understanding the full picture, it was about a feeling. Maybe it happened in a fleeting glance or a brief conversation, but whatever it was, it told them everything they needed to know. In that moment, the universe seemed to align, and they chose you. Even if they couldn't explain it, even if the road ahead was uncertain, that feeling was real, and it's still with them. So if you're wondering where you stand right now, or questioning how they really feel, just remember, the choice was made a long time ago. You've been in their heart from the start. Life has a way of getting complicated. Time passes, things shift, and uncertainties creep in. But even through all that, something unshakable remains. From the very beginning, they chose you. They didn't need all the answers, clarity, or reasons. There was something about you, something they felt on a level that didn't require explanation. Your energy matched theirs in a way that felt effortless, almost like two souls recognizing each other across time. It wasn't about logic, it just made sense in a way nothing else did. And that choice they made, that deep recognition, it's still there, even now, regardless of how things might look on the surface. There's this odd feeling between the two of you, like the timing has always been just a little off. As if your connection was meant to happen, but not in the usual predictable way. Maybe you've felt it too, like your paths were always meant to cross, but the way it all unfolded still doesn't quite make sense. Still, there was something inside you that recognized their importance long before your mind could catch up to what your heart already knew. They felt it too. It's that intuitive pull, like a quiet voice whispering that this was something significant, even before either of you fully understood it. That strange sense of déjà vu, that deep recognition, it's not your imagination. It's as if your souls made a promise to each other long before either of you stepped into this moment. But with that kind of connection, sometimes it feels like the two of you aren't in sync with the usual rhythm of life. Things can feel out of order, unpredictable, or just plain confusing. It might feel like everything is happening at the wrong time or not progressing the way you expected, and yet somehow it still feels like it was always meant to be this way. That discomfort, that not knowing it's part of a larger unfolding. It's cosmic timing at work, something bigger than both of you. And even when it's hard to make sense of it all, the truth is, this bond was set in motion long before either of you could name it. From the very start, they knew. They might not have had the words, but they felt it. And that knowing hasn't gone anywhere, so yes, it can be confusing. The tension, the doubts, the way things don't always fit into a neat storyline, it's all part of the process. A journey toward clarity, understanding, and ultimately, acceptance of something deeper than anything ordinary. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. You just have to trust that what's meant for you isn't slipping away. It's unfolding exactly as it's meant to, even if the pieces don't fully fit just yet. Also, hey, just a small note. If you'd like to be part of our sweet little community, feel free to hit that join button and subscribe. We'd love to have you. And in the end, it really does come down to trust. This bond wasn't some random coincidence. It was always part of a bigger plan, woven into the threads of the universe. The timing might not be perfect, but the connection, that was always real. It still is. That might also explain why this person can seem a little inconsistent at times. One moment, they're all in, passionate, engaged, fully present, and then they pull away. It can be confusing, even hurtful, when someone you care about feels hot and cold like that. But their behavior isn't coming from a lack of feeling, it's actually the opposite. The connection they feel with you is powerful, undeniable, and that can be overwhelming. On the surface, it may not always make sense, but in their heart, they know this bond is something rare and true, even when they struggle to show it. Even before they could put it into words, their soul had already made a choice. It happened the moment they first looked into your eyes. There was no hesitation, no second guessing, just something undeniable that clicked into place in that single glance. From that moment on, no matter what life threw their way or how busy things got, that choice stayed with them. They might not fully understand it themselves, but that memory is vivid, like a snapshot frozen in time. It lingers in their mind, always pulling them back to the connection they felt when they first saw you. There's something about you that stands apart in their world. You're not just someone who showed up. You're the exception. The one who doesn't fit into any of the usual categories they've created for people. The way you affect them breaks all the quiet rules they've lived by, the ones they never even realized they followed. Around you, those rules start to fade. You've reached a place in their heart that no one else ever has, a space they didn't know was there until you filled it. You awaken feelings in them they didn't even know they had. Emotions that come rushing in and leave them speechless, not because they don't want to explain it, but because they honestly don't know how. It's powerful. It's real. There's a magnetic pull between you, something that draws them in every time you're near. Whether or not they fully understand what's happening, your presence touches something deep in them. You hold their attention in a way that no one else ever has, and that's not something they can shake off. There's something about your eyes, the way you look at them, that leaves a lasting imprint. It's more than a glance. It's a moment of recognition, like your energy reaches out to theirs and leaves them changed. This connection, whatever you want to call it, runs deeper than words. It's not just physical, not just emotional. It's something spiritual. It's like your souls knew each other before your minds caught up. When you meet someone you're meant to connect with on that level, you just know. Time seems to slow down for a moment, and when your eyes meet, it feels like they see right through to your core. It's not about what you've been through or what you've said. It's something that lives in the quiet spaces between you. An unspoken understanding. A recognition that feels like it's been there forever, and once it happens, there's no turning back. There's a force pulling them toward you that can't be explained away. They might meet other people, feel other things, but nothing else compares to this. No one else can reach that depth, that intensity. What you share is rare, sacred even. It's the kind of bond that often doesn't need words to be felt. And the more time passes, the more clear it becomes that what you have isn't just special, it's once in a lifetime. Other connections may come and go, but this one stays, steady and true, like it was always meant to be. On a deeper level, there's a powerful divine feminine energy that radiates from you. Whether you've always been aware of it or are just beginning to explore it, there's something truly special about the way your spirit moves through the world. You experience life differently, and you likely see people in a way others don't. Your eyes, especially, carry a quiet strength. They don't just observe, they understand. When you look at someone, it's as if you can see right through them, catching glimpses of what they try to hide, even from themselves. You can feel their truth, their fears, and their desires, sometimes more clearly than they can. This kind of deep insight sets you apart, especially when it comes to masculine energy. There's something about your presence that draws them in, even as it unsettles them. You have a way of making them feel seen in a way they're not used to, and that vulnerability can be difficult for them to sit with. It's not that they don't want to be close to you. It's just that being truly seen can be overwhelming. Sometimes they pull away, not because they don't care, but because it's all so raw, so honest. Still, even when they create distance, they can't shake the feeling that this connection means something. It lingers, tugs at them, calls them back. They may not always understand why, but they feel the truth of it. Words may not even be necessary between you much of the time. There's a kind of communication happening in the quiet moments, in the way your energy interacts. Your eyes can carry whole conversations, revealing emotions and understandings that language just can't reach. What exists between you goes far beyond surface-level connection. It's deep, spiritual, and timeless. Something that seems to exist outside the rules of ordinary relationships. Even in silence, the masculine energy feels that there's so much more to uncover about you, about the bond you share, and even if they try to walk away or pretend it doesn't affect them, something always brings them back. There's a pull between you that's too strong to ignore, something that reminds both of you that this is bigger than either of you alone. You're not just connecting with another person, you're on a shared journey of discovery and spiritual growth. This bond is evolving all the time, revealing new layers, guiding both of you towards something meaningful and transformative. If you're resonating with this, you probably feel it too, that quiet sense that something significant is unfolding. Deep down, they always knew that meeting you would change everything. They may not have had the words for it at first, but they felt the shift the moment they opened their heart to this connection. And now, as things are becoming clearer, that transformation is becoming real in ways neither of you could have predicted. There's a magnetic energy between you that doesn't fade, no matter how much time passes or how far apart you are. And if you're sensing that pull right now, it's because it's real. The masculine may not always say it out loud, but their energy is trying to tell you something. This bond, this connection, it's undeniable. It's been there all along. There's a kind of steadfastness to this connection, something that refuses to fade no matter how much time passes or how hard either of you have tried to move on. You've both made the effort, maybe more than once, but there's this unshakable pull. Like the universe has its own plans, and those plans keep leading you back to each other. It doesn't feel like something you can just ignore or walk away from, even as life keeps moving forward. Instead, it feels like you're both held in this space, not stuck in a negative sense, but rather in a place where the connection can quietly evolve, becoming deeper and more undeniable with time. From the very beginning, this bond has meant something profound for the masculine. It was never just a fleeting crush or momentary spark. It was something transformative, something that changed them. And even now, looking back on everything, they can see how you've always been a part of the bigger story of their life. Your presence stands out in a way they can't forget or push aside. This isn't about a passing phase. It's something real, something that stayed with them, quietly influencing their thoughts and choices every single day. What they wish you truly understood is how meaningful this connection still is to them. Even if the road ahead looks uncertain, their dedication to you hasn't faltered. This love story isn't confined to imagination or dreams. It's starting to take shape here in the physical world, right in front of you. And maybe you've already begun to feel it, that subtle shift in the air, like something is changing, even if you can't quite put your finger on it. There's a sense that things are finally beginning to align, like all of this was always meant to unfold in exactly this way. They're starting to see it too. Their life is shifting, and with that shift comes clarity. Clarity that everything leading up to this moment was preparing them for what's coming. Deep down, there's a knowing inside them, a sense that now is the time. They may not have had all the answers before, but there's a feeling that what's happening now is the beginning of something long awaited. For you, this might feel like the confirmation you've needed. You may have sensed it coming, the subtle energy building, the quiet anticipation that something bigger is around the corner, and in truth, that something is being drawn closer by all the inner work you've been doing. Everything you've healed, all the growth you've embraced emotionally, spiritually, and energetically, it's all been preparing you for what's next. This isn't just about something physical showing up in your life. It's about creating space within yourself for the new by releasing the old, raising your vibration, and becoming truly open to what's meant for you. What begins in the spiritual always manifests in the physical, and right now, a lot is happening beneath the surface. Even if you can't see it clearly, you might feel it. In your intuition, in your dreams, or in the quiet moments when your heart speaks louder than your thoughts. The universe is working behind the scenes, aligning everything in your favor, and it's starting to feel like all the puzzle pieces are finally clicking into place. At the same time, everything is coming together for the masculine. They're sitting back, almost in awe, thinking to themselves, "I knew this would happen." There's a sense of quiet reflection as they witness the way their life is aligning with you, the way their world has been impacted by your connection. It's as if every event in their life, every decision they've made, has led them to this point, where the realization of you and this bond becomes undeniable. In some strange and beautiful way, everything around them, everything they experience seems to somehow be tied to you. The universe has a way of making everything fall into place when the time is right, and for the masculine, the time feels like it's finally here. What's unfolding isn't just about you two. It's about the larger picture, the divine timing, and the cosmic forces that are guiding this connection toward its destined path. The energy is building, and as both of you continue to evolve, you'll start to see just how deeply this bond is woven into your individual journeys. The masculine may not have known the exact details, but deep within, they always knew that this was the way it was meant to be. And now, as things come into focus, they are realizing that the wait was worth it. The journey to this moment has been filled with growth, lessons, and healing. And now it's time for everything to come together in the most profound way. This is just the beginning of what's to come. Something monumental is unfolding, and both of you are about to witness the magic that happens when two souls are truly aligned. And then, there's the profound message of divine timing that's coming through loud and clear right now. This is confirmation, and it's something that can't be ignored. If you've been noticing the number 222 appearing to you frequently, this is a powerful sign of divine alignment. It's a cosmic wink, a message that everything is aligning exactly as it should. The number 222 is often associated with balance, harmony, and the manifestation of love. It's not just a random sequence of numbers, it's a sign that you are on the right path, and it could even indicate that the physical union with your person is approaching. This isn't just some fleeting moment either. It's connected to a larger, more profound, energetic shift that's been taking place, especially over the course of the year 2022, which focused heavily on love and relationships. This year brought with it an invitation to step into deeper connections, and for many, it marks the turning point where spiritual and physical unions merge. Divine timing is in full motion, orchestrating everything in the background, and there's a sense of inevitability about it. The energy surrounding this connection feels like it's been set in motion long before you even realized it. The universe has already written a script for your union, and now all that remains is for it to unfold in the physical world. Your person may even be feeling a bit overwhelmed by the whole process. There's a sense of frustration on their end, like they're being pulled along without being able to fully control what's happening, but in reality, they are exactly where they need to be, and there's nothing they can do to force or delay what's already in motion. It's happening, and they can feel it. It's like they're standing on the edge, waiting for the final piece of the puzzle to click into place. Looking back, it almost feels like both of you always knew that this was how it was going to unfold. There's a deep soul-level recognition between you and your person. From the very beginning, your souls made a choice. A quiet, powerful agreement to find each other at this exact point in your lives. Even if you weren't fully conscious of it at the start, the energy was already moving things in that direction, and now, as everything begins to unfold, there's a growing sense that this was always meant to happen. It's like some part of you already knew this story, as if the connection was written long ago and you're only now catching up to it. There are moments that feel eerily familiar, like deep down you've always known how it would end up. There's something about you, divine feminine, that's incredibly magnetic. It's not about being loud or needing attention. It's the quiet strength you carry, the grace in your presence, the way you just are. You walk through the world with a calm, knowing energy that draws people in, especially your person. They may not have the words for it, but they feel it. It's like you carry a glimpse of their future, and whether they realize it or not, they've seen that spark in your eyes or felt it in your presence. There's a soulful depth to you, something they recognize even if they can't explain it. It's almost like your energy holds ancient wisdom, something far beyond what's visible, and that unspoken knowing, that's part of what creates the pull between you. What's happening now is divine timing in action. Everything is slowly, beautifully falling into place even if all the pieces aren't visible yet. This connection wasn't random, it's been guided, woven together with care, and your person can feel that, even if they're not entirely sure how to express it. The sense that this was always destined is getting stronger, more undeniable. What's left now is simply to allow things to unfold, to trust the process, and to believe that everything is happening exactly as it should. This is sacred spiritual ground you're walking on, and I hope I'm capturing just how powerful the energy really is. It's not always loud or obvious, but it's shifting things in a major way. Even if you don't fully understand it right now, both of you are likely feeling it, that subtle push towards something bigger. Maybe you sense that the other person already knows when you'll reconnect, or that they're holding a vision of what comes next. But behind it all, there's a higher power guiding everything with perfect timing. From the moment your souls made that quiet pact, the wheels began turning. Even in the stillness, even in the moments where it felt like nothing was happening, things were moving beneath the surface. Those pauses weren't wasted. They were necessary, part of the larger plan that had to play out before the next chapter could begin. There's a rhythm to this journey, one that isn't always easy to grasp, but it's real, and it's bringing the two of you closer to something deeply meaningful, something that goes beyond logic or explanation. This energy between you is undeniable. It exists in the silence, in the moments when no words are needed. It's strong, it's real, and it's leading you both towards something extraordinary. When you met your person, something powerful was set into motion. It felt like the universe handed you both a blank canvas, inviting you to paint a one-of-a-kind love story. Every part of the journey, every twist, every challenge, every reunion and moment of distance has meaning. There's been deep passion, unexpected awakenings, times of separation, and moments that brought you back together. All of it matters, it's all shaping the bond between you. It hasn't always been easy. There have been obstacles, moments filled with uncertainty, and times when it felt like you were drifting apart. But even those experiences are part of a greater masterpiece, one you and the universe are creating together. This isn't just a coincidence or a fleeting connection. It was always meant to happen. This meeting was part of a plan that's been unfolding since the very beginning. Even if your person is still working through things, they're reflecting deeply on everything that's happened. They're connecting the dots, slowly seeing the bigger picture. Right now, they're at a major turning point. They can feel the changes happening inside them, changes that are being guided by something greater than themselves. And when those shifts began, you were the first person who came to mind. In that moment, it became clear that no matter the distance or the current silence, the universe would find a way to bring you back together. Deep down, they know this connection is part of something bigger, a divine plan that neither of you can ignore. The signs you've been seeing, the synchronicities, they're not random. You may have questioned the timing or the path that brought you here, but looking back, you'll start to see how perfectly everything aligned. Every separation, every moment of doubt, every feeling of longing was preparing you both. It was all designed to strengthen your bond, to deepen the love and understanding between you, and to ready you for what's coming next. Even when things don't seem to make sense, trust the process. The universe is working in ways you can't always see, shaping something truly extraordinary. The energy between you two is powerful, transformative even, and right now, you're both exactly where you're meant to be. It might not feel perfect, but everything is happening in divine timing, and it's all bringing you closer to the connection and love that were always meant for you. If any of this resonates with you, there's likely a strong magnetic pull between you and your person. It's undeniable. The energy around this connection is intense, and right now, major shifts are happening. You're being guided into a brand new chapter together. You've already been through so much, through the highs and lows, the twists and turns, and now, real change is beginning to take shape. These shifts are signs that your connection is moving into a new phase, one that's more aligned with your true selves and shared purpose. Divine Feminine, your energy is especially powerful right now. The inner work you've done, the strength and grace you carry is not only transforming your own life, it's also deeply influencing this connection. You're elevating both yourself and the bond you share simply by being in alignment with your truth. You're having a deep and powerful impact on your masculine's world right now. There's a beautiful harmony happening. Your inner work, your growth, the way you stay grounded and in balance, it's all showing up in the world around them. Your energy is quietly leading the way, creating a path for them to step into a version of themselves that feels more true, more aligned, and ultimately closer to you. If you think back to how this connection began, even if you didn't fully understand it at the time, there was something that sparked the moment you met. When your eyes locked, something shifted deep inside them. There was an instant sense of recognition, a quiet knowing that you were someone different. Your eyes, often said to be windows to the soul, spoke a truth that didn't need words. In that one moment, something powerful connected you, an energetic bond that reached far beyond the surface. They might not have said it then, but they felt it. They knew you were special, and even though the road hasn't always been smooth, they made a choice deep down to hold on to you, realizing that you were the missing piece they'd been searching for. Now, as your person goes through their current experiences, it feels like the universe is working behind the scenes to gently guide them back toward you. So much is shifting in their world, and each change is nudging them closer to a deeper realization that you are the one they're meant to be with. And through all of this, you're the first person who comes to their mind. The way you've always trusted this connection, even when things were uncertain, is now becoming something they can feel and understand for themselves. Your unwavering belief in what you share has helped open their heart to the truth of what this journey really means. You've always known this moment was coming, and now it's unfolding. There's something incredibly beautiful and full of promise in the energy surrounding you both right now. It's a time of transformation, growth, and alignment. As everything continues to fall into place, you'll find yourselves more ready than ever to step into this next chapter together. If this message is speaking to you, I'm sending you all my best as you move forward. Stay hopeful, keep trusting the journey, and know that the universe is guiding you both towards something truly extraordinary. Keep your heart open and let this connection continue to bloom. Thank you so much for being here. If this message resonated with you, feel free to leave a like and share your energy in the comments. It truly helps more than you know, and if you're enjoying the content and want to see more, please consider supporting the channel with a super thanks. It means the world. Don't forget to subscribe for more heartfelt updates and inspiration. We appreciate you so much, and we're so grateful to walk this journey with you.